Alright, so we got one more drama. Well, it's not quite a drama, but look at my gasket.
What?
He's cleaning my drift car. Look at my gasket. That's the wastegate gasket. So either I didn't torque all the way, or I don't know what, but I'm gonna get a solid one in the future. But for now, what I'm gonna do, so I have two ideas. One will be to use another gasket, which I thought it was good, but it apparently is a crappy one. Well, I don't know if it's a crappy one, but got fried. So and the other thing is use that gasket and some ultra copper. So I'm chatting with some friends and all drifting people and asking if they have experience with this. Some of them are engine builders and all that stuff. So so far I've heard I should use a solid one, copper, and I also heard that some of the guys just use gasket and that's it. And a gasket, I mean ultra copper. They make the gasket and that's it. So yeah, I'm gonna choose one of those and I'm gonna do it. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a gasket and I'm gonna use ultra copper, which is supposed to be used on exhaust gaskets. So I'm gonna clean with some flammable product, of course, and take all this crap out of here. And there you go. So now it's a little warm, so it's still probably is dry already. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put a little layer in here. Oh, it's not open yet. Put a little layer on the outside. A little there. And a little here. I'm gonna take a little picture when I'm done. Got a little with my fingers. I don't want a thick layer. It doesn't need to be thick, but I think I put enough. There you go. You can see there. Now I'm gonna put the gasket in there. I'm gonna take from the inside because I have no interest in having this inside. Nothing's gonna happen though. There you go. It takes 1 hour for the gasket to kinda become a gasket, and so I have 1 hour to put that back in there. I'm gonna put some more on the other side now. There you go. There. Bottom. There you go. Alright. I'm gonna change my gloves real quick. Now I am slowly getting those bolts put in there. I don't know which one I should put first. If you have the same setup as mine, this is very interesting because those bolts here, they don't go down until this is tight all the way. Because mine was a flange 2 bolt and I changed to a V-band. So yeah, it works. I mean, it works fine. It's just it's not ideal. So what I'm gonna do is wait for a few more. It took me a while to do all of that, so I'm gonna wait for a few more, and then I'm gonna tight all the way. This is finger tight, and I'm gonna tight all the way in a minute. So it's very interesting. Probably I didn't tight this side here all the way, and it was leaking. Because it was leaking, it burned down. You never think that, huh? The good thing is I learned from that car, which was my first build, and the engine I'm building for this car, which is a 2JZ engine. This is gonna be super cool. I'm gonna finish wrapping. Actually, I'm gonna wrap these parts again because it's not very nice. Fix some rust, fix a dent on the back, do some cool stuff. A few hours went by, and I run the car. That worked. Let's just see. I guess I can scrape some of that later, but yeah, it's not leaking at all. But got a new drama. I was running the car, and all of a sudden smoke, and was coming through the pipe, and I was like, dang, I lost my turbo. And you see two little puddles of oil, and what I think had happened is this here was touching this pipe. This is what I think that happened. This here was touching this pipe. See how it got kinked right in there? And yeah, I think it's leaking oil through that. So one more drama. Through two dramas of the day. One was a little gasket. I don't know where it went. I went for a little ride with my son, and that disappeared. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, look. Two halves. There you go. Drama number one and drama number two. This oil line. Man, this is never gonna be done. I was inside the car, let me show you. So I had my computer here with the AM stuff running, and I have an OBD thing. So I was trying to get my what is that again? The short-term fuel trim bank 1 and long-term fuel trim bank 2. It wasn't quite giving me the data I wanted, but then I saw the smoke, so I guess that's gonna be for another day. So yeah, lesson for the oil line is do not freaking touch that oil line into anywhere. I think now what I'm gonna do, to be honest, I'm going to spend a little more money, and I'm gonna get a oil line that is a little better and has some heat protection. And see if somehow I can go through without touching my exhaust pipe. So yeah, two things for you to take from my mistakes. One is use copper gasket. I'm gonna put the link in the description on your gasket. So use the gasket and the copper gasket. That worked fine. I have a friend that used only the copper thing, and it works fine for him, so I'm not sure about that. But ideally you should get the solid one, which is copper. I might do that when I put my 2JZ engine on my BMW. But yeah, for this one, for now, it's gonna be that way. I'm gonna order a new line right now and wait for whatever. I can't. Waiting kills me. But anyway. So I'm just gonna test my theory. And I'm gonna get this here is the oil feed for the turbo. I'm gonna put a paper right in here where it seems like the pipe is folded, so I guess that's the where the problem is. I'm just gonna run the car for a few seconds and then stop. There you go. So now, yep, look at that. So this here gotta be replaced. I honestly will need to research a little bit to be sure that well, where this goes to, because this is stupid. In my opinion, if this is made for turbo, which is hot, and you are touching the exhaust, I mean, that should be resistant enough, you know, to work with the hot exhaust. But apparently the hot exhaust was too much for that and made that melt inside. So yeah, sad. So yeah, those are the two dramas we had today. I was trying to tune and I was gonna make a video of me tuning, but you know, since this happened, the tuning didn't work. So this is a gasket and now the oil feed. Yeah, I guess we go back to buying parts, wait for parts, and we're gonna replace those. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, consider subscribing. I appreciate your guys' support. We finally made 2,000 subs. I think it's about I don't know, it's just reaching that landmark. I guess my next landmark would be 10,000, and then 100,000, and then 1,000,000. Maybe 500,000 and 1,000,000. So yeah, I'm gonna start setting my goals and preparing everything I expect to happen, and I'll make that happen. So yeah, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. This helps me a lot. And check out my website, www.carmodsgarage.com, and I'll see you on the next video.